Hi there, dear friends. It's so good being with you. I'm swallowing. I went to Wendy's. Ugh, that's all I can say about all these little fast food commercial pit stops. Anyway, I just come out my eye doctor's appointment and just keep me lifted in prayer. And know that, again, I keep everybody lifted in prayer. I love you and I'm grateful for you. I thank you again that you follow me, that you like me, and I pray that you share. I'm also now on YouTube, so I ask that you chime in there to see me on YouTube. Just wanted to come to you and ask a question regarding your character. Are you a good person? Do you consider yourself to be a good person? My brother, my baby brother, Dell, who passed about a year ago, contacted me about a year before he passed. We always talked all the time. That was my baby brother. And he told everybody I was his big sister and he was my favorite brother. He told everybody that I'm her baby brother and I'm her favorite. But anyway, he contacted me this particular night and he was so frustrated. I said, Dale, what's wrong? He said, sis, I just don't understand. Why do bad things happen to me? You know, there was a book out a few years ago. Why do bad things happen to good people? And that was Dale's question to me. He said, I do everything right. I'm a giver. I'm nice. And he's right. He was right. I treat people well. And he absolutely did. I try to do all that I can. And it seems like so often I get the bad end of the stick. That's unfair. And I said to Dale, if you're doing all these things, but you are not following in the ways, in the laws, in the commandments of our God, Yahawah, then you're missing the mark. And that's what I want to say to all of us. Yeah, we're good. We all think we're good. You know, we're kind, we're gracious. In the book of Luke, I believe it's the 6th chapter, somewhere around the 25th, 30th verse, Yeshua speaks on that. And he tells his disciples, you can be good. You can be a giver. You can treat people beautifully. You can give them your last. But if you aren't loving them the way in which I have said to love them, then you've missed the mark. He said, you know, we go through things. We get upset. Sometimes we're resentful. We've treated people with loving kindness. We've given out of our abundance. We've sacrificed our time. We've done all these things, and it seems like, and it is, like they've done nothing for us. And it seems like they don't give a toot that they have not done anything for us. But Yeshua said no matter how often that happens, you keep on giving. If someone hurts you or offends you, you turn the cheek and let them offend the other side. Now, you know, that's some powerful stuff. Really? Give them my last when I've already given? Not only give them the little bit, but give them all that I have. The whole cloak. It's hard. And that's why he had to come down in the embodiment of the Son. I'm talking about Yahawah now, sending his only begotten Son. Because, you know, when you read the Old Testament, Our God, the Most High God that sits above all the heavens, who says the heavens is his throne and the earth is his footstool, the one who created everything in the beginning and said it was all good and very good, the one who created the Sabbath and said, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. I'm talking about that God. When you think about that God and all those things that he speaks of and commands and demands in the Old Testament, you're like, I can't do this. I don't even hardly understand what he's talking about. Now I gotta do it. That's why he sent his sons. Like, okay, you know what? They ain't gonna get it. So, I can't leave my throne room. Why? Because I am God. I am holy, and yes, there is none beside me. I am the only God. I am high and lifted up. I am the only wise God. I am all this, so I ain't coming down. No, that ain't gonna happen. Not at this time, but I'm gonna send someone in my place. I'm gonna send my son, and he's gonna explain all this stuff so that we get it. That's why he came. He said, I'm here. I'm only doing what my Father said do. And I'm saying to us, we can think that some of these things that we don't do, the way in which he says do it, love thy neighbor as thyself, don't be envious of my neighbor, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. All those things that he have commanded us to do. If we're not doing it the way his son said, that the Father said do it, then the son said, then you're rejecting my Father. If you aren't loving beyond measure, if you are not giving, if you don't have a loving heart, a merciful heart, and not helping others, even though you feel as though they ain't going to help you, or you're not going to do no more for anybody else because they have treated you horribly and you have nothing else to give and choose not to give, you, my friend, my loved one, my dear heart, are rejecting your God. Did you hear me? We reject him when we are not obeying what he said to do. Who said that? Again, his son, Yahawah, Yahawah said we reject the Father when we don't listen to what he says. And he has told us, I have not come to change what my Father has said. How can I do that? He and I are one. There is no confusion between the both of us. There is no chaos between the both of us. What you hear me say, you are hearing the Father say. Because what? I am in him and he is in me. Hot dog. So, are you doing good? How does your good look? Are you trying to fit the Father into your goodness? Because if you are, you're probably doing it wrong, my friend. Let's get it together. Let's do it the way he said do it. Not the way that we feel as though is an acceptable way, or a way that we feel justified in doing it. We have to do it the way he said do it. That is what is required of each of us. I love you. Blessings always to you. Thank you so much for following me. I pray that you follow me on YouTube. I'm there. I'm going to be there. You take care. You be safe. Love on each other. And consider what I'm saying in the name